Hello, I'm out here at 1298 Raven Ridge Road in Sandpoint. This one is priced at $675. It is an off-grid home on 27 acres of land. As you can see, it's real up in the trees here, and it's got views and views galore here. So I do want to point out that this dirt road here is where you access the property. It goes during the winter months about 3/4 of a mile down the road that way. There is a gentleman who owns a lot of equipment, and I guess the neighbors frequently borrow that equipment to clear the road. But there will be about 3/4 of a mile of road that you would be responsible for, so just be aware of that. But we're gonna head up to the house now. Once again, an off-grid system. This one is primarily powered by solar, but there is a generator that can run all of this system as well. That is on the property from a previous owner. They've never used it, but it's basically brand new. And then there is a smaller generator that they use on the back side of the house to power the washer and dryer. We've got all kinds of 12-volt lights on the outside here, as well as some solar lights heading up this path. They just redid this a little bit ago. I think they said 2 years ago. Did a great job on it. Okay. Now, these guys don't live here full year. They have a property outside of Buffalo where they spend most of their time, but they say they've come up here all different months of the year and dealt with it in different seasons. Never had any issues. A lot of propane appliances in the home. They've got a 250-gallon tank that they rent. Here's the first of the views from the living room. You can see Mount Schweitzer in the distance and all these rolling mountains. It's real far out there, but you can actually see Mount Spokane from here, but it is quite a ways. Okay. All right. Over here we have the first of the bedrooms. They are a little smaller, but that's to be expected in an off-grid home. So, for heating the home during the winter months, they primarily use the wood, but it actually has radiant flooring under here. So you can see where the floor is raised a little bit here. That is where they installed the radiant flooring underneath all this tile work. Got a bathroom here. Okay. It is on a well here. Don't know the gallons per minute, but I can get that if you're interested. And there is a normal septic system for this property. Nothing unusual like the last one. So there is this propane space heater here. They don't use it. The wood fire is more than sufficient to keep this place warm during the winter months. Here is the radiant floor heating. Barely used. Washer and dryer. Now, this is technically a bedroom, but it's very, very small. You might be able to get a twin bed in here, but that's about all. Propane fridge, by the way. Okay, gonna head upstairs now. Master bedroom. More of the views. Closet here. You can see it goes back in there a ways. Okay, so now we'll go tour some of the outbuildings of the property. There's a bunkhouse and a shop, as well as the generator shed. So we're walking around the side of the house here, but you can access this path from the stairs leading out the living room as well. That would be right over here. And just up that way and down and around. Here's the small generator on the side of the house. This is primarily just used for the washer and dryer when they need to run it, by the way. Just plugs in there. Okay. Now, they use their power pretty conservatively, but they do have the generator system up top if you need more power. As you can see, they've cleaned this up quite a bit, landscaped it very well. Let's see, deer scat or elk scat. They get all kinds of moose up here. So this has its own little fire shed, or wood shed, excuse me, for the firewood here. So this is the bunkhouse. You can see a twin bed up top and then a full bed down below. So this sink has a foot pump that you can see down here. You just press that and then you can hook up a water tank on the lower side over here. That he said that that's how they've done it in the past, is just bring a 50-gallon tank out, hook it up to this, and then pump water into the sink. There is a propane stove here that can be hooked up to just a standard propane tank on the outside. Wood-burning stove for heat. And this is a very small space to heat with a wood-burning stove, so you can open all the windows. There's also a window in the upper part of the loft that you can see there. Now, the way that you get up there is they've got this ladder here, and it just pulls out like so, and then braces, and then you can get up. Nice little system. Okay, so now we're going to head up to the shop. I don't know if that latched. I'm going back to check. Yep, it did. Okay. So that's the way back up past the woodshed, but we're actually going to take this path over here to point out the septic location. So right in this little dip here, that is where the septic tank is located, 1,000-gallon tank that's buried here. And then the drain field goes down the hill over here into this little clearing down there. Okay. Then we're back to the driveway. So, as you can see, it does round about here, so you can turn around vehicles. Here's the well cap. Now, it can be powered automatically, but there is a 1,000-gallon holding tank underneath of the house that they typically just manually pump when it gets low, so that you're not wasting power. 250-gallon tank that is rented. That's very cheap around here, so it's the most common way to do things. These are the homeowners. Hey guys. Oh, you're all good? I'll meet you back down at the house shortly. So this is where that 17,000 kilowatt generator that can be used to power the whole house is located. It was replaced right when the previous owner was about to move out of the property. They actually used to do a lot of metalworking and welding up here, so they needed a big generator. It used to have a separate tank of its own, but they don't use it, so they sent the tank back. Here's the shop. Sliding door on this side, and then a special raising door on this side that they designed themselves. Not these owners, but the previous owners, the metal workers. This property has been featured in Sandpoint in the newspaper there as a great example of off-grid living. So you can see this door that raises and then a counterweight. Here's this little side area. And then the upper level is just storage, but we'll go take a look. Pretty standard stuff. The opaque panels just give it light. Works pretty well, as you can see. Now they have a great sitting spot on the upper section of this property. Boy, I wouldn't want to bounce my basketball here. It'd go all randomly all over the place. Guess you can learn to make it work, though. Okay, so the spot where the viewing is up this hill over here, but we're going to walk the path that leads up there. This is a down path over in the trees here, right over in there. It's a little steep for walking up, though, so we're going to go around the long way. I might have gotten off the path here a little bit. I'm just looking for it again. Ah, here we go. The path was actually over here. Okay. Various burn piles that they're gonna take care of come October or November. Getting my steps in today, I'll tell you that. Getting a little winded. Sorry if that's being picked up by the mic. Okay, so on top of this rock over here is the sitting area. They've talked about potentially building a little deck up here. Okay, you can see their chairs here. And here are those views. Very cool property. If you have any questions about it, feel free to give me a call. Enjoy the rest of your day.